For a while now, I've been hearing about a phenomenon known as shadow people. These are ghosts, or visual illusions, I guess, where figures appear to move around rooms and houses, black in their appearance, of course, causing fear and paranoia. Perhaps it's when you're sitting at home late at night with the lights dim. You look to the corner and notice something moving, something unnatural. You see the outline of a figure, some kind of shape moving across the walls. Or it's something much more sinister. It's not like a phantom spirit harmlessly dancing about when the light is good for reflection. Instead, these creatures are insidious and even evil. They plot games to torment you, to trick you, to harm you. The shadow figures appear in your bedroom at night, watching, listening, even speaking. They cause doors to open and items to break. They creak your floors and cause chills down your spine. I've heard all of this and more, and I didn't know what to believe. This, of course, was until I saw them. Now, I'm a believer. I live in an older house. Naturally, it seems this is where most of our haunting interactions take place. Maybe you believe in ghosts. Some say ghosts are spirits left behind. They are poor souls wandering the earth looking for something, anything to take hold of. I've never had much luck when it comes to ghosts. Possibly for me, I just wonder about the purpose of these creatures. Why would a spirit wander the earth, caught in limbo between this world and the next? The whole idea of ghosts just doesn't make much sense to me. And then there are those who discredit ghosts. Spirits aren't departed souls left behind. No, they are something more malignant. There are no ghosts, only demons. Demons, by definition, are fallen angels. They are wretched, otherworldly creatures who prey upon the souls of the living. Their purpose is to maim, hurt, torture, possess, and kill. Over the years, there's been a lot of writings about demons, especially with the evidence we have collected concerning exorcisms, and the church, and psychoanalysis. Anyway, I mention all of this because recently I've come in contact with shadow people, and I'm not sure my recognition of them is good. Like most paranormal things, usually you're safer when you don't know they exist. I've made the mistake to admit knowledge to them. It all started a few weeks ago. At first, it was nothing major, really. Just a few bumps in the night and what I believed were my eyes playing tricks on me. I woke suddenly after a deep sleep to a low but consistent thump coming from my living room. So I got up and carefully walked down my hallway. I peered into the room and saw splotches of darkness bouncing around. I made the mistake of raising my voice. I shouted, "Who's there?" Everything went quiet. And that's when I saw the shadow person. It was a long silhouette, like a tall, slender man, and stood still by the door. I just looked at it, and I believed it looked at me. For a few solid seconds, I just stared the creature down, and it didn't move. Then, I ran towards it. I don't know what I was thinking other than maybe I could overpower the thing. It stepped back and I saw its full profile. My heart sank. The shadow person was tall and massive, bigger than I have ever imagined. It sidestepped me and then disappeared. I turned on the lights and scouted the house, hoping to find it, hoping that my attempts might cause a reticent apparition. But I was not so lucky. That was 3 nights ago. Since then, I've had numerous encounters with this shadow figure. I've seen it lurking behind me while I watch TV. I've noticed a dark splotch hovering closely when I do my writing on my computer. Hell, there have even been times when I've gone out into my garage and I thought I saw it in my car, like it was beckoning me to get inside. But probably the strangest part of this phenomenon is that the shadow follows me outside of my house. I've read quite a bit about shadow people popping up in your house consistently, but very little about them following you. For example, the other day I was at my church. I volunteer there on the weekends and usually help out when they host late night events of different sorts. Anyway, I was there late at night cleaning up in our sanctuary. It was just me, everyone else had gone home for the night. I was supposed to put away a few chairs and then turn off the lights. Our sanctuary is like most older churches. It's an A-frame with massive pillars and a ton of space. I finished my job and proceeded to turn off the lights, and that's when I saw it. Lined up on the far wall were shadow people. Not just the one that had been tailing me for a few days. No, it was an army of them. My heart sank as I saw hands and arms and faces protruding all over the wall. In an instant, I was surrounded by them. Chills ran through my body. It felt like tiny bicycles were clasping around my throat and wrists. Everything in me went numb. I shouted and ran, but they chased after me. I started hearing voices too, coarse, scratchy, throat-like incantations that were swirling around me. I could only make a few words here and there, but the most consistent phrase I could detect was them saying, "Time's up, time's up." I don't know what I did to gather this kind of attention, but it's really starting to freak me out. Everywhere I go now, I see remnants of shadow people. They are on the streets I walk my dog down on. They appear at work, dancing across the walls. I'm feeling their presence more than ever before. I awake oftentimes at night and see several of them hovering over me. The whispers, they keep growing more consistent and louder. It feels like I'm losing my mind. I need help. Please, if anyone has any advice, please, please, please let me know.